Okay, let's get this show on the road. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another stream. This is the last stream while I'm still in my 20s. Oh, there's double audio because I'm stupid. Okay. Last stream while I'm still in my 20s, so I might as well become a corpse tomorrow. Not tomorrow. On Thursday. Hello, Jacqueline. Hello, Cryo. Hello, Zeal. Hope you're all having a wonderful Monday. I'm getting a bit of a late start today because I had a bunch of family over yesterday. But that's alright, because, family's more important than my live stream. But let's get right into it. The last few levels of this hack have been brutal. So I can't imagine that the next few levels aren't also going to be incredibly brutal. The last one took me over 2 hours to beat. And I'm really hoping this one's not the same. Am I okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm doing good. I'm a bit, like... How do I put this? It is currently thundering and heavily raining outside, so I'm just praying beyond all hope that my power doesn't go out, but otherwise I'm doing great. What's happening? Oh, Jacqueline, is this because of the DM I sent you? I have a Discord server now, so I'm gonna stop sending people individual pings for when I'm live. If you want to know when I'm live, just use the Discord. Yeah, that's the context to why I pinged everybody with basically just like, hey, this is probably the last time I'm going to be pinging you about this, because I can't be pinging 8 to 12 different people depending on the day and what I'm streaming. I can't be doing it. I mean, I can, but it just takes so much time. So, if you hit !Discord, there is a link there. Or you can just ask me for a link in DMs, and I will send you a link in DMs. If you go and join that and get the live alerts role, I will be pinging that every time I go live from here on forward. Assuming that I remember. But it will be on my list of things to do before a stream starts, so I shouldn't be able to forget. As far as what's going on Thursday is my affiliate stream thing, my birthday bash, whatever you want to call it, where I'll hit the affiliate button. I'll have some sub emotes, and maybe some new features as well. I've been trying to just slowly trickle in new features as time goes, but that's what's happening on Thursday. There's still 2 things I really want to do that I haven't figured out how to implement. So we'll see if I do. But let's get started. Let's just go for it. This level is called Kami-sama, which is concerning. Oh, is that ice? Oh, this is ice physics? Oh no. Well, where's the voice thing? The voice thing's up in the top left. On this layout, I didn't like having the thing around Oddish, so I just put it in the top left because I think it looks really cool. On the other layouts where Oddish is going to be like moving around more, I decided I would put it around him and like attach it to him, but for this one, I'm just gonna have him stay still and have the audio thing up there. The colors are impossible to notice, but they're supposed to blend in a little bit. Oh boy, this is gonna be a rough one. I can already tell. Yeah, okay, and then I need the mushroom to bounce there. I don't know why I did this to myself. Okay, I'll be right back. Somebody moved my footstool, and I want to put my feet up, so I'll be back in like 12 seconds. Okay, I'm back, and I have my footstool now. I like to prop my legs up when I play this. Since I play with a controller on my lap, it's much easier to do that when there is more laps to actually put my legs on. Okay, suck a dick game, that's... Why is there ice physics in this? This is gonna be hell because of the ice physics. How am I supposed... I mean, I know how. It's just a... Okay. I need to reframe my mind for a moment here. I'm going to be starting off on some negative feelings about this level if I don't, like... Take a deep breath and just let it be. The ice physics are not that big a deal. And I just need to get some momentum to get over this. That's all. I jump at the right height, and I get the right arc. Jumping over those munchers won't be a big deal. Although I can't say one thing about this level that is immediately, like, less interesting to me than the other levels is that this song is, it's not to my taste. Dude. I don't know how I'm supposed to get the right speed and height for that with such little room. I guess like that. I guess like that. Complain about it, and you'll just do it. That wasn't easy, but... Yeah, that was too low to the floor there. Complaining always works, it's true. If it doesn't work right away, it'll work eventually. Yeah, I jumped way too low there. So I need to do this at, like, the actual max height in order to get over this. I'm gonna be stuck on this one for a very long time. I can already tell. This might even be, like, this feels like it could be a two-streamer. This feels like it could absolutely be like a, well, I'm gonna have to do this again next week sort of thing. What time was I planning to start the stream on Thursday? So I'm gonna go over the plans for Thursday a couple of times, right? I'll go over the plans for Thursday in between this section and the Elden Ring section, and before I end stream. But the gist of it is I plan to go live early in the afternoon, right? So like 10, 11, 12 o'clock. And then I plan to just go for as long as I can, as long as I feel like. You know? I'm not putting a lot of pressure on myself to be on a strict schedule or anything because it's my birthday. And I want to enjoy my birthday. I don't typically actually do anything special on my birthday. So, if I'm gonna make it a birthday celebration, I'm gonna do my best to like actually make it feel special and fun. So to answer your question, like noonish Eastern time. Wait, why did I just normal jump? What the hell's wrong with me? Ah, I missed the shell, really? You know, since I got a late start, I was debating today just playing Elden Ring, you know? But I wanted to play Mario. I was like, yeah, I'm in the mood. I don't want to... I've gone multiple weeks now. Not in a row, but multiple weeks in the last few months without playing any Mario whatsoever, right? And I don't love that. Right? I like playing Mario. I want to continue to regularly play it and to get better. I'm supposed to spin jump there. I couldn't tell. Huge progress there. Huge progress there. If I could just do that one more time and we're just gonna finish the level, right? Just like that. One more clean attempt, that's all I need. We'll just crush the rest of the level blind. I've been getting away in the other levels with doing shell jumps that are slightly lower height than normal, right? That's why on this I'm consistently hitting those munchers because I'm not doing full height shell jumps like that. What I'm trying to say is that this is indeed very much a skill issue, as all things are, really, for me. No, I slid. I slid. The ice physics there. Fuck me. Games that require you to be quick while also holding a button for various lengths always fuck you up. Yeah. It's a skill that is very, it's natural to me personally because I've always played games like Mario World, right? Where you're basically constantly holding the run button. But it's not an easy thing to pick up. such a weird concept that just sort of so many different games have used, right? The idea that you can jump at like varying heights, you can bounce at varying heights, right? Things like that. Dude, that's still barely touched. I hate that. I hate that shit so much. Mario has a fat butt. And so he very often just barely clips the edge of things with his little rump. His derriere, his rear. I don't think I'll be playing Mario for as long today as I did last week. No, I was supposed to regular jump. How was I supposed to know what to do there? Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing 2 full hours of one level. Even if I do end up not beating this level within, you know, like an hour and a half. Simply because I want to play some Elden Ring, and I do have prior engagements tonight, which I guess I should find out if they're actually happening, right? Monday nights is... And I don't know how we landed on 2 stream nights for me personally, but Monday nights is one of the nights that we, do stuff in Final Fantasy. But I haven't heard from anyone this week, so I don't know if we're still actually doing things. My assumption is yes, because no one has said we aren't doing things, but it's always good to double check. That's what it wants me to do. Oh, no, no, no. Why? I hate what I have to do there. I hate what I have to do there. The trick that I have to do there is I have to drop the shell. I have to drop the shell, hold down, and then pick the shell back up as I'm sliding. Right? That is the only way that you can get momentum on a slide like that while holding an item. You cannot slide while holding an item if you start the slide while holding it. You have to start the slide and then pick up the item in order to actually gain the speed and just to be in the sliding position. It's like how you can grab things, you can hold things while spinning in this game, right? In Mario World, but only if you grab the item while you're already spinning. Right? It is the same sort of deal. And like this, right? I can't spin jump. I can't spin jump with this item, but if I throw the item and then spin jump and pick it back up, I can spin jump. And in future Mario games, they sort of just they simplified the hell out of that sort of interaction. You either just can't do something while holding an item like that, or you can. Which leads me to believe that that sort of interaction is an oversight, but who's to say? Dude. don't like this little, this first shell jump here. And I'm not a fan of this either, but that's skill issue. That's on me. Even if I was good, I wouldn't... No, if I was good, that wouldn't be a problem. Whereas this is just annoying. It's the exact right height and width to just be... to be just tight enough that it's gonna be a problem. That's annoying. I was directly in the middle and I still missed the shell. I just wish that that setup there was like one block closer, right? If that shell was bouncing one block, you know, closer together, I feel like it'd be easier to do it. More consistent, but... No! I was thinking too hard about it. I finally land the other two things just barely, but then that happens. Not a fan of the part that requires you to take damage. Yeah. So basically, anytime you see a mushroom like this in a Kaizo level, you can assume that it is there because you will be required to take damage. Right? You can just assume that because, well, that's just how Kaizo works. Right? They wouldn't give you an extra hit, basically ever. Because that's not what Kaizo's about. I don't mind sections that require you to take damage, right? Because it just means that, like, just like any other Kaizo level, you just don't get hit, basically, right? Except, in this case, there's a little bit of ice physics here. And if you get hit, you might notice there's a little pause, right, where my inputs don't do anything. Right, the screen pauses. And that makes jumping and platforming on ice physics more difficult. Because I could just slide right off the I could slide right off the edge of the platform more easily than a normal platform. I have to be very careful. I have to be very careful about waiting half a second for the pause to happen and then doing my movement. Fucking, I did a regrab by accident. Ah! Honestly, I'm losing it. We might not be, this might be a very short, Mario session. Because I'm already losing it. This first shell jump is driving me insane. The ice physics just mess things up ever so slightly. Enough to be really, to just really throw me off. And the music is sending me. It sounds like clown music to me, you know? Dude, I just barely clipped it. Ah! You're gonna need to purge the Discord you're in? How many are you in? How many Discords could you possibly be in? I also need to purge my Discords, but I'm not in that many. I'm just only active in 3. No! I meant to turn around. You're in 20? I mean, that's not, like, an absurd number. I know some people that are in, like, you know, over 100 different Discords. 20 is not, like, terrible. But, I mean, if you just never use them for anything ever, not even emotes, then yeah. Just get rid of them. Ain't no reason to have them around. I didn't think I was gonna be making over the first jump, so I didn't even, like, try to set myself up for the second one. I am the type of person that likes to organize things, right? I have spent many nights just, like, creating playlists of music for my phone or for my computer. It's just like, okay, all of this stuff was easily searchable before, but now I have it all in a playlist. Or I have it all organized by alphabetical order, etc., right? That's the type of person I am. I occasionally just get the urge to do that sort of thing. To organize. But I have never really gotten the urge to be like, okay, time to purge my Discords and have a nice clean list of, like, the 5 that I actually use. The 3 that I'm active in, and the 2 that I occasionally use. But I really should do that, because there's been so many times nowadays when it's like, oh, I've had to join this Discord for tech support, or join this Discord so that, you know, I can play a video game with people one time. And I can put Discords into folders, Discord servers into folders, and be like, okay, this is the folder full of garbage that I never use anymore. And that's basically what I have done. If we get to 45 minutes on this level, and I have not made progress, right? I think we're just gonna scrap it and play Elden Ring. Because, like, fuck. Dude, I'm not having Not having a grand time with this level. Dude, how do I keep missing that? That's some nonsense. I was way too far off. The Elden Ring calls. It's true. It does. The ice physics screwed me. I don't understand why this level has ice physics. It doesn't feel like it adds anything to the level. This is about to be the shortest Mario session of my life. Oop, I missed again. Okay, I still have time, No! These are some really unorthodox setups, and it's getting to me. Oh. I slid ever so slightly forward when I was trying to set up that jump. The ice physics in this game are they're aggressive, right? Like, run for half a second and look how far you go. Like, tap the thing ever so slightly, you don't go that far, right? But, well, if we're even just a tiny bit longer, and you're being sent so far away. Okay, I'm taking a moment. Everyone should hydrate. Everyone should take care of themselves. I have some cherries here in front of me. Cherries are delicious, so, you know, I'm gonna eat some cherries, drink some water, and try to, like, take a deep breath. Idea for an emote if it wasn't already made. Pop hydrate, just watering an oddish. That's not a bad idea. So I don't really have many ideas as far as points redeems go, right? But I was thinking last night that like it would be nice to have like a little hydrate reward, and just have like an animation of Oddish being watered, or some other plant, you know. Timeout sold for 1 hour? Absolutely, that's gonna be points. That's gonna be points, and I feel like it would be great if the time and the number of points that it costs like gets changed. You know, it varies between streams. And you know, we'll have a system where it's like, okay, Soul, you can untime yourself out if you do this activity. You know? Solar Fan is untimed out because they said one negative thing about Guilty Gear Strive. Solar Fan, did 20 push-ups, so they are untimed out, right? And it'd be great because if they do those things, and then someone immediately spends points to time them out again, well, you know, every time Soul says something awful, decrease the price. That's not a bad idea. Soul insulted Kaneki, well now it's 20,000 points instead of 30,000 points. I could have this level down if I could just get this first jump consistently. This first shell jump. That's gonna be fucking brutal. I have to slide, bounce off that dude, and then do a shell jump after, like, moving at that speed? Okay, that's the end of the level right there, so we can do this. I would like to have at least one Mario clip to post from this week, you know? Dang it. That's the worst one. The worst one is when I feel like I'm like, yeah, cool, I'm gonna make this jump, and then I very much just clip the very edge. I said very way too many. I clipped just the very edge with Mario's little butt cheeks of the muncher on the right. Okay, I was about to say if the clip that goes through is me talking about Mario's butt cheeks, then that would be a little bit upsetting, but maybe, you know, maybe that would work. Anyway, if everybody has any other suggestions about what some good points redeeming rewards are, you know, feel free to let me know. I think I'm going to set up a suggestions channel in the Discord where people can just suggest things for Discord, just for stream or for whatever. I'd also like to have at some point in the future, son of a bitch, at some point in the future, like community nights, you know, or just play a game or something like Left 4 Dead. Because I feel like we kind of already do that sort of thing, just not, you know, in a server that actually has anything to do with the streamer themselves, right? Most of us are in Peeps Discord. In fact, pretty much all of us that regularly chat in here are in Peeps Discord, right? But Peep has nothing to do with any of the community nights or anything that go on in there. Because Peep is so disconnected from his Discord. Makes me wish that he had really actually gone through with the whole Assassin's Guild thing for Elden Ring. Seeing just a bunch of people in there yapping it up while invading as assassins would have been cool. Okay, knowing where the end of the level is encouraging, so I'm gonna keep going for a little bit. But that's discouraging as hell, that right there. I can't stand that. That's so annoying. Just clipping the very edge of that. This jump would work if it was two blocks, it would be fine. But it's 3 blocks wide, and it's annoying. No! Why did I drop the thing? Why did I drop the thing? I dropped the shell for some reason. Like, I purposely went out of my way and my mind said, press down, let go of the shell button. Let go of the run button. Pumpkin. Ah! I was about to be so happy with myself. I was about to be so happy with myself getting there twice in a row. Dude, it happened again. Ah, the jump arc I'm going for there is just too... I'm jumping too far to the right off that platform. I need to jump and land dead center or on the left side of the spinies. Like that. How am I supposed to do that? I don't... what is the timing there? I mean, I threw the shell way too late there, so I guess it's just very early. We've got this. We have got this. It's gonna be... it's gonna be a breeze. It's gonna be a breeze from this point forward. Right here. Well, not right there, obviously, but we're just gonna... we're gonna crush it. It's not my will to live that's being crushed right now. It's this level. Am I right? I missed the keys. I missed the little bat dude. I hate my life. Yeah, that was way too far to the left. Can't wait for channel points so you can gamble. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of gambling, isn't there? A lot of stuff like, will I beat this level in the next 10 minutes? That sort of thing. I can't wait for channel points gambling so that I can disappoint everyone all the time. Really depends on the game, but some stuff like that. Yeah, well, listen. You can gamble on basically anything, okay? That is my firm belief. If you think you can't gamble on something, you're just not trying hard enough. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, okay, what about like Persona, right? How are you supposed to gamble on Persona? Pop is just so good at that video game. Right? Well, simple. You can gamble on stupid things, like, what number will the next damaging attack end in? An odd number or an even number? Stupid stuff like that. Or, what will the next enemy be weak to? That sort of stupid thing, you know, if you really want to spend points, you really want to gamble, you can gamble on just about anything. Now, whether you should be doing that's a different matter, but gambling with fake points is fine. And in fact, I think, in general, gambling is, like, totally an okay activity, except for the fact that, like, your life is on the line because money is important. Son of a bitch. But yeah, there's a Mario streamer I watch who, like, does a lot of Mario Maker 2. And, one of my favorite things to bet on is just, like, is he beating this level in the next 5 minutes, right? Or for, like, easy levels, it's like, is he one-shotting this level? Right? And it feels really good to bet against him because he very often loses, but it feels even better to bet for him to win, right? Because it happens so rarely that, like, the odds are always stacked against him, you know? So you make a ton of points if you guess correctly. Like how you'd make a ton of points if you bet on me right now and said I was going to clear the level this attempt, because I'm going to. Just like I said, gonna clear the level this attempt. I'm not a liar. I only tell the truth around here. Hell yeah. Your grandma gets $30 free worth of gambling for a nearby casino every couple of months. She basically uses it as an excuse to go eat at their buffet. That is some pretty based behavior, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Oh, okay. So maybe this Yoshi, this weird floating Yoshi here is just an obstacle. I don't know. Okay, I can already tell this level is way fucking cooler than the last two. I'm probably not gonna... Like I said, I want to play some Elden Ring, so I'm probably gonna stop here soon, right? How do I reset this time? Reset. So we're just gonna give this, like, say, 5 or 10 minutes. And then we're gonna swap to Elden Ring, but I do want to see this level. Why does your grandma get $30 free at a casino, though? That seems like... Well, for starters, that is definitely the sort of tactic a casino would use to get someone addicted to gambling, right? But, like, I can't imagine they do that for everyone. Is it like a senior citizens thing, or does she know someone? Is Yoshi's Island Kaizo a thing? I have to imagine it is. There's Kaizo of basically anything you can think of. I haven't seen any Yoshi's Island hacks, personally, right? But I have to imagine that that's real. Okay. Pretty sure it's a senior citizen thing? Okay, well... I can only hope that when I'm, you know... truly old, so I guess on Thursday, you know, I get some sort of super radical senior citizen thing where I can just go bet on horses, or do some blackjack. I'm not gonna do slots though. Slots are stupid. I hate slots. Talk about the worst way to gamble. I'm also not a huge fan of poker. Betting on horses, you say? If you bring up the horse game right now... No. I know, just the game for you. Yeah, no, it's not for me. I appreciate it, but I'm not into horse girls. Sorry. Okay, I need to be way further to the left for this, so I think... Just go like this? Yeah, like that. Less hesitation, or just go. I have enough momentum here to just do it. Cool. Okay, that's a really, really cool setup. This level is so much better than the last two. I can already tell this level is just so much better than the last two. Uh-oh, Twitch chat died for a moment. Twitch keeps doing that. It's, like, incredibly annoying. Twitch chat will just die for, like, 15 full seconds. Like, once every hour. Can I go back down this pipe? No? No secrets? I know, First Name Butt's not really big on hidden secrets and things, right? He just kinda likes the platforming parts, and that's okay. Totally get that. Yeah, we're gonna give this like a few more attempts to see if we can see what's up after this next section up here, right? Mother of... And then we're gonna swap to Elden Ring because that's what I feel like playing right now. And this level is cool, so I'd like to start the next Mario stream with like a level that I really will actually enjoy. Because this stream started with a level that, like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like that level. And the last stream started with a level that was hell on earth for me. Now this level, this setup here is difficult, right? But I can I'll just get used to this, right? This isn't a matter of like frustration, like the ice physics in the last one. It's just a matter of just doing it consistently, the right way. Not to say that you can't do ice physics consistently, it's just, I don't know, more frustrating. Plus, this one, at least after this first jump, has really nice indicators on where to throw the shell. There we go. Okay, we're gonna give this just a handful more attempts, and then we're gonna swap. I want a little more momentum in this. Okay, we're gonna give it 2 more minutes and see if we can get back there. If not, then off to Elden Ring with us. We made a tiny bit of progress there, and I'm happy with that. For anybody that wasn't around for the last Elden Ring stream, the last thing I did was kill a fire giant, apparently. And found a soft point of no return. Whatever the hell that means. So there's a few things we're gonna do before... What the hell? That was strange. Just got stuck there for no reason. So yeah, there's a few things we're gonna... Some like cleanup stuff I'd like to do before we actually make more progress in Elden Ring. You're gonna guess how hasn't arrived due to staying up too late playing my Go-Punk. I don't know how late they were up last night, but I mean, they've been so incredibly late the last few nights. I'm going to assume that you're correct. It's rare for How to miss a stream for any reason other than sleeping. So I just have to assume if he's not here, he's sleeping. Although occasionally he's just like playing Magic the Gathering or something, you know? And just absorbed in being a huge card game nerd. Okay. I'd say that's a fair few attempts, right? This level looks really cool. I'm super looking forward to it. But we're gonna swap over to Elden Ring now, so... So, let me go ahead and open Elden Ring. Gotta leave this here open for a moment. Unplug my controller. Grab my other controller. There she is. I don't need to take a break because It hasn't been that long. And there isn't anything I need to do. Alright, Elden Ring's a game I have to plug my controller in first. Okay, so. Going to swap over to the Elden Ring setup.